Mangs, did y'all see that Garrett Wilson catch last night? What a way to start off week 9. We ain't even gonna talk about week 8. We gonna talk about what's gonna happen about week 9 and the consequences and the ramifications of week 9 fantasy football. But let's get started. I'm your boy B from the Toilet Baby Mom, the commissioner of Sunday's Leftovers, the Vinyl Lounge, and Elder Ring League of Thirds, going for the Triple Crown. Let's go. Whoa. Granted, that game last night was a terrible game to watch in the first half. The first half, I almost probably dozed off a couple of times. But the second half, we had a little bit of fireworks. You know what I mean? But it's good to see football on a Halloween night. You know what I mean? Football on a Halloween night. And this is your Halloween edition of the Fantasy Football section. And today we only talking about the Vinyl Lounge, but we're not gonna do recaps. We're gonna do we're gonna talk about the importance of these matchups that's coming up. Week 9 is that turnaround. Like, you know, we're past the halfway mark, you know, and we're gearing up for the playoffs. Playoffs starts in 5 weeks. And for some of these teams, including my team, it's close. It's very close. And if you look at the standings, man, the standings is just separated like a game or two here and there from first, a game or two here and there for the playoffs. And once you get in the playoffs, anything can happen. And plus, if you make the playoffs, you get your money back. And if you don't make the playoffs, thank you for your donations. But let's get into it. Like the first game I want to talk about, let's go into this Dorm Couch and Stange versus Carlito. Ain't too much to talk about that. Carlito, you're going in the wrong direction. I know you just got Josh Allen. Josh Allen's going to be a stud, but I don't know if that stud by himself will have enough firepower to take down Dorm. And Dorm just started off with Adams, Devontae Adams. Yo, Devontae Adams, welcome back to the big show. Devontae Adams, welcome back to the big show, man. You are fantasy relevant again, my mains. Because you got Aaron Rodgers, man. Let's see what you're going to do. I don't know if you get that old Aaron Rodgers and the old Devontae Adams. Hey, Dorm Couch Stains under the radar. Tough team to beat. Another... Yo, Max, we saving our game for last, Max. We saving our game for last. Toilet Baby versus my man, Mr. 25-0. But we going to go into He Hate Me versus Roy Haas. Yo, man, these are the only two teams that has not done a trade. And I can't even blame them. When you in first and when you in second, why trade? When your team is stacked like He Hate Me, when your team is stacked like Roy Haas, why trade? I had no idea. But He Hate Me 13-3. Roy Haas 11-5. Like I said, a game or two here and there separating between first and third. But Roy Haas started this thing last night and went off Garrett Wilson with that 30 piece. He came off the roof with the 30 piece. He Hate Me. What you gonna do, man? I know you got Henry. I know you got Chase. And I know you got Burrow. But is that Chase and Burrow combination? Is Henry gonna do his Henry thing? Because my man Roy Haas still has Barkley. Like, just think about the names that's in these two rosters. We got Wilson, we got Barkley, we got Henry, we got Chase. There's a reason why they in first and second place, man. But guess what, man? That pressure bursts pipes. Pressure bursts pipes. Can you handle the expectations of being up front, of being the front runners? Because all it takes is one game in the playoffs, and I done already seen my man He Hate Me hit me with a 79 piece and not even breaking the dub century mark. So it could happen. Anybody could lose, like my man MSP said. Anything is possible. So that is the matchup I'm watching this week. That is the matchup I'm watching this week. Because if Roy Haas could take one for the... No, if Roy Haas could do what he's supposed to do and bring He Hate Me down to the plaque, if He Hate Me falls down to the back, hey man, it's anybody's ball game at that moment, right, man? So He Hate Me versus the Roy Haas. See what we gonna do, man. Let's keep it moving. Two big games. The loser of this game, I will say, might be out and could probably only be doing spoiler alerts. Conster 6-10 versus the Generation X 6-10. My man, the Generation X It's the first time in fantasy history that I've ever seen him give up on a Seattle Seahawks player. The Generation X, you gave up on your man, on the name of your team, Geno Smith. You ain't playing Geno Smith. You going with Jay Herbert over Geno Smith? Jay Herbert over Geno Smith. Yo, when the Generation X has a whole roster full of Seattle Seahawks fans, team mans, whatever, players, and he dumps the quarterback, I let you know how he's feeling about his team right now, man. Yo, it was so long ago with that with that Russell Wilson and Broncos trade. Look at us now. Look at us now, man. Look at us now. The Generation X, look at us now. Let's go Broncos. Bo Nix, my mains. So, Constant, you started off last night with the Breece Hall. Breece Hall, kind of underperformed. He did all right. He gave you 10 points, but you're going up against Montgomery, Walker, and I think Pittman. The Generation X, I think Pittman has a really good game this week because he has Flacco. Flacco was back to getting some air targets. I think you have a roster this week that's going to warrant, this is going to be close. It's going to be really close because Constant got Gibbs. And you know how Gibbs does. Gibbs keeps it moving. You know, he ain't going to get all the, Gibbs keeps it moving. He gets the reception, he gets the rushing, he gets touchdowns. So, Constant, the Generation X, 2 16-10s. Who's trying to make the playoffs? Who's trying to get that money back? Man, let's get it. We're going to go to my man MSP 11-5 with Zoda Pro. Zoda Pro, you want to edge too. Zoda Pro, you want to edge too. You know you want to edge too. 11-5 MSP, like you're right up top. Like I want to say you're in second or third, maybe second, I don't know. But you're right up top. So it's like between you, Roy Haas, He Hate Me. This is the big game for you this week. You started off good with the Tank Dell last night, gave you 19 points. You still got B-Rob, you still got Jonathan Taylor, and you still got the reemergence of Kels. I think Kels is going to have a big game this week too. Zoda Pro, it comes down to my man Camara, who I have in every single one of my leagues right now, but I got, except for this league, because I traded for big league neighbors and I need even need neighbors to do his thing. But my man Zoda Pro, what you gonna do, man? You're back against the walls, Zoda Pro. You need a dub this week. But I don't think my man MSP is going to go for it because my man MSP already won this league and he's trying to get some hardware in this league again. So, it's a big week. And you know how much I feel about Lamar Jackson. But your man Lamar Jackson is going against who? My Broncos. So it's like, if I got to pick, I'm going with MSP. As much as I love you, Zoe, we don't hoop together and all the blase. My man, you playing against my Broncos, man. You know what I mean? Jackson's playing against my Broncos, man. On any other day, I would root for Jackson, but Jackson playing against my Broncos, and I know we're the underdogs, but I think we can pull the upset. Keep it moving. I don't know how this became the most anticipated game of the weekend for me, man, but my man J-Dub versus Arconic. Arconic is terrible, but my man Just Prince Me is trying to keep it afloat, but he brought out the smoke. Whoa, he brought out the smoke. Spoiler alert, for real. My man Jay Prince is really trying to do this thing, really trying to break somebody off the bubble. So if you on that deadline, man, he's trying to, if he ain't making it, it is his mission to have somebody else not making it. And my man J-Dub was in second place, slid all the way down to 56th place. But that just lets you know how these fantasy things do, man. You could be rocking and rolling one week. You could be on the bottom the next week. Let's check out this rosters, man. You got A.A. Ron Jones, ETN, Josh Downs. Man, I think you got some firepower. I do think you got some firepower. But like I said, I'm anxious to see how that backfield splits out between Bigsby and ETN. Bigsby just looks like a better player. So I think he's just going to get the touches. I think Bigsby is going to get is going to be better. I do think A. Ron Jones going against the Colts has a tremendous game. Josh Downs could have a tremendous game. Like, you know, he fluctuates so much based off who's the quarterback. But I think with Flacco coming back, it's looking bright for him. It's going to look bright for him, Pittman, or any other skilled person in that. organization, Orconic. I don't know, man. He might have the best 1 of 15 team I've ever seen in my life. He has Patrick Mahomes, he has DHN, and he has Jefferson. I have a feeling all three goes off. Like, I really do think this game is going to be close. I do think Orconic, I'm sorry that you can't trade. I put the league vote up there. Only like 2 people voted. You only had like 1 vote anyway. Man, shit, dog. I don't know how that happened, but thanks for making the best to do what you do. But if it comes down to it, man, with this roster right here, both of these, like, you have nothing to gain, you have nothing to lose. J-Dubs, it's all on you, big dog. The pressure is on. Man, I know you can make the playoffs in your first year. I know you can make the playoffs in your first year. Man, just keep balling, Big G. Just keep balling, my man. Hit me up with some of these trades. And man, I'm gonna say the best for last. Your boy Toilet Baby's going up against my man, Mr. 25-0. Keep in mind, this is the league he did go 25-0 in. So, you know what I mean? This is the league that he did go 25-0, and it is close. My man, Max, is 8-8. I'm 11-5. We are both on it. It's like I said, first and second is separated by a couple games, and there's like a lot of there's like 1-13-3 team, then there's a lot of 11-5s. The same thing. Like, I think Max is the only one with the 8-8, Mr. 25-0, but Mr. 25-0, honestly, God, I think this comes down to the trade that we did last week. And if it follows the same pattern that your trades have been, hopefully St. Brown goes off. You know what I mean? So it's like St. Brown versus Kupp. Cooper Kupp versus St. Brown. This is technically what our rosters in this game going to come down to. Like the trades that we did last week. Matter of fact, no, Hurts and Kupp. Because I got rid of Josh Allen, which I think I should not got rid of. But St. Brown versus Hurts and Kupp. So I got my work cut out, Mr. 25-0. You right on that line. You're right behind J-Dub. And I think you got some momentum with your roster. I see you making some moves. You shaking and baking and rocking and rolling. I do think you could get in the playoffs. But I do think it's going to be a battle between you and J-Dub 202. You and J-Dub 202. What y'all going to do? Because guess what? There's a lot of teams in here that's trying to pull spoiler alerts. So like I said, man, this week 9, it's not about the recap of week 8. Right now, we're talking about what's going to happen, what we going to do, what lineups are you going to set. Yo, a lot of people left a lot of points on the bench last week, left a lot of points on the bench. Hey, take a risk. I know sometimes you want to start the name person because he got the name on the back, but check out the mismatch. Like, check out the matchup. The matchup might be better if you put your starter on the bench. You know what I mean? Like, how long has C.J. Stroud been in the lineup for some teams? Sit him on the bench. How long has Pittman been in the lineup for some teams? Sit him on the bench. How long has, you know what I mean, so many players that we start based off of, oh man, I drafted him at this, like, don't worry about the draft. Don't worry about what round you got him in. Right now, we all about trying to make that playoffs and kind of get that Christmas money. Because you know when you get your money back, you get your money back around the Christmas time. So, hey, keep shaking and baking, keep rocking and rolling, keep doing what you're going to do. Mr. 25-0, man, I'm coming for you, big homie. I'm not holding no punches. You know what I mean? You're going to have to earn this playoff spot. Consta, you ain't running this league, but you do got a chance to still get in this joint. My man J-Dub 202, we gonna make it as hard as possible for you to get in this playoffs so you could think that, oh man, I can't just jump in this bad boy and win this bad boy. I don't know. Yeah, nah. Let you know how it is in the Vinyl Lounge League. And if you up to getting into El Dorado League of Thursday and the Sundays League, let's see how you pull off in this league first, my man. But I think you're going to have, after this year, I think you will have the expertise to try to get in all 3 leagues. My man, he hate me, and my man, Roy Haas. Roy Haas, you trying to get your hardware, man. Get your hardware. Get your hardware. He hate me. This is your first time in this league. What's up, Matt? This is the first time in this league, but you're going through a little bit of adversity right now. You go like, how you gonna handle this adversity? You've been in first place the whole time. You know what I mean? But are you slowly getting back to the pack? You know, yo, don't get back to the pack. Don't be amongst us, cause if you're amongst us, I don't know if you gonna survive that, my man. MSP, what you gonna do? Hey, Zoe the Pro, what you gonna do? Yo, Zoe, you thought it was gonna be easy. I let you know joining this league ain't gonna be easy, man. It's not as easy as you thought it was gonna be, man. But hey, MSP, show them how it is. Yo, the vet is on you this week. MSP is on you this week. Zoe, the vet is on you this week. Zoe, what you gonna do? MSP, let them know, man. Let them know that joining this Vinyl Lounge ain't as easy as it's supposed to be. You better shake and bake. You better rock and roll. You better will and deal. Because if you're not willing and dealing, man, you chilling. And if you chilling, you ain't trying to get that money. I'm your boy B from the Toilet Baby Mob. Sunday's leftovers. Vinyl Lounge, Other Arena League of Third. Week 9's on the break. See what we gonna do. Set your lineups and let's rock and roll. Happy Halloween. Ha!